Thousands of farmers from India's northern states will resume their protest march to Delhi on Wednesday. The announcement came after agitating farmers rejected a central government's proposal offering minimum support price on 5 crops through cooperatives. The farmers are demanding a legal guarantee of minimum support price on 23 crops. Farmer leaders say they held detailed discussions over the government's proposal and reached at a conclusion that it was not in favour of the farmers. The proposal was offered during a meeting between the protesting farmer leaders and 3 union ministers on Sunday night. The farmers have also demanded that they should be allowed to hold peaceful march to Delhi and that Punjab-Haryana border should be opened for them.
The problem lies with this government's intentions. If they had good intentions, they would have never brought such a proposal.
According to the proposal that was offered to the farmers, government cooperative agencies including the NCCF and NAFED will procure maize and 3 pulses, arhar, urad and moong. And the Cotton Corporation of India will procure cotton produced after the MSP is decided upon by the government committee. For this, the farmers and these agencies will get into a legal contract of 5 years. Farmer leaders say that the proposal is one of contract farming in the name of diversification, adding that it will only benefit those farmers who diversify from paddy. Earlier on Monday, the Samyukta Kisan Morcha, which is not part of the march to Delhi, rejected the centre's offer, saying it seeks to divert and dilute the farmers' demand for MSP. The Samyukta Kisan Morcha spearheaded the year-long agitation ending in 2021, where thousands of farmers camped outside Delhi's borders for months before the government finally accepted their demands. And for more on this, we are now joined by our correspondent Dharamjot Kaur on the phone line from the Tikri Delhi Haryana border. She's joining us live. Dharamjot, tell us about the fallout between the farmers and the government at this point in time. Why did the fallout happen and what are the demands of the farmers?
Well, Crispino, as we know, the meeting that was held, the 4th round of talks between Centre and the farm union leaders, the Centre had made a proposal for giving a 5-year contract on minimum support price for 5 crops. However, the farm union leaders mulled over it and they decided that this was not good enough. Of course, the farmers want a legal guarantee in place, which is why earlier the union leaders had asked for an ordinance to be put in place. Now, of course, the farmers are asking for MSP on 23 crops, and they say that the MSP for only 5 will not suffice. Having said that, of course, new updates and plans that are coming in from last night, the union leaders have announced that the march will continue now to the Delhi capital. The farm leaders are asking for the state and central governments to give them a passage so they can peacefully protest and reach the national capital. Crispino?
Dharamjot, also take us to the security situation, how the borders are being sealed at this point in time. The farmers have requested the central government to allow them to march to the national capital.
Right. So as you can see behind me already, these preparations have been made in a week in advance ever since the farmers had initially decided to launch their Delhi Chalo March on February 13th. So ever since, these preparations have been in place. As you can see at the Tikri border, this is just one of the 3 other borders around Delhi that has been fortified. The national capital has been converted into a fortress. Now there's layers and layers of barricading. There are shipping containers that have been installed. Of course, you have a lot of mixed forces, including the state police, riot action forces and other personnel deployed here as well. However, the farm union leaders maintain that they would like to request the state government to allow them a passage so that they can head to Delhi. Whether or not that happens is something that can be determined tomorrow when the farmers are supposed to march from the Punjab-Haryana-Shambu border at 11 a.m. Crispino?
How is the border blockade affecting local businesses?
Well, it's only been a week at the moment, but there are several, local communities here who have been affected. For example, for meters and meters, you can see that there's barricading done. Of course, vehicles are not being, allowed to pass through either way. There is one single line of passage in some areas where ambulances are allowed to pass, and this after the local administration here had requested police forces to remove barricades from outside a major hospital around over here. So, of course, businesses fear an impact in the longer run. Schools, you can see students and locals who are walking to school and work on foot for kilometers before they can access public transport. So if this persists, local shop owners, local businesses are fearing losses because business will not be accessible to everyone. Crispino?
Dharamjot Kaur, thank you for joining us on the broadcast, tracking all the latest developments for us from the ground. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.